everybody. Welcome to Viewpoint Abroad. It's John here again. And today, man, I'm going to take you guys on a little tour of my school. Well, for those of you who don't know, I'm the principal of international, well, a school, not an international school, we have an international department. So I'm the principal of the international department here at our school. Today, I'm going to show you guys around a little bit and show you what it's like to be in a Chinese school and talk a little bit about education in China, just so you guys can see the difference and also see the similarities and stuff like that. So we'll talk about that today. So sorry, I'm using my phone here. It might get a little shaky, so if it does, I'm sorry. I apologize for that. I'll do my best to get a good quality video. So that being said, man, let's go. I'll show you guys around. All right, guys, I'm going to show you something here first before we get started. Just keep in mind, like, you know, this is a brand new school. We're just now opening in September, so it's a little bit noisy. We still got some construction work going on. It's not 100% finished yet, but we're opening next month, so we're trying to finish everything up before we open. So if it gets a little noisy, I apologize. Just the construction guys finishing up their work here. So that being said, yeah, let's take a look first. I'm gonna show you right here the first thing. So first, before we even go in, I'm gonna show you guys a model. We have a model of our school, and it's you know, made out of Legos actually, but it's a exact replica of our school. So I'll show you guys this first, and then we'll move out and see the real thing. So right here, you know, we have the front gate where you go into school at, and then all these buildings here, you can see there's like here, there's 4 buildings here. Or 3, they're all part of the main campus for the like the primary school and the middle school. Actually, this school we have 1st grade through 12th grade. We have everything. If you go over here, and like over here, this building, I'm gonna take you guys and show you guys the real buildings. But this building here is part of the middle school and the high school department. And then when you look over here, this the bottom level in this building is the cafeteria. And then the top level is the gymnasium. I'll show you guys that later too. And then the big tall building you see here, this is the dormitory. So for those of you who don't know, most of the schools here in China, they're actually boarding schools. Students actually live at school. So usually primary school kids will go home every day, and then middle school and high school kids, they actually live at school. So that's kind of good for the parents, right? Like if you're a parent, once your kid reaches the age of 12, you know, and they start middle school, then you don't have to deal with the kids anymore, right? The kids actually live at school. They only come home on the weekend. So, you know, Chinese students, they really have a tough life when it comes to education, because, man, they start living at school from the age 12, and they live, you know, school all through university. So, you know, a lot of time away from home. Anyway, over here, we got our sports field, right? We have the soccer field, we got a running track, we got tennis courts, we got some outdoor basketball courts, and then we actually have this road that goes around the entire school on both sides. You can probably see over there. I'm going to show you guys this stuff in a minute. Over here, we have all of our school uniforms. You see we have a boys and girls uniform. It's like a summertime, like formal uniform. And then over here, we have like the wintertime, more formal uniforms with the winter jackets. And then if you look here, we have the wintertime, sorry, the light's bad. We have the wintertime sports uniforms, and then the summertime sports uniforms. They have the shorts and stuff, you know. So yeah, let's go see the real school, man. I'll take you guys outside and show you guys the real thing. Okay, so this is when you first come into the front gate, right? We got the main buildings here for the main part of the campus. This is mostly offices and some of the primary school classes. And then on the bottom level, we have some other classes, like we have a kitchen for cooking. We actually have a cooking class. And then we have some administration offices and stuff down here on the bottom level. And then we have this, like the security at the front here. We have the glass house with the security guard and the gate and everything. So yeah, let's go have a look at some other stuff. Okay, so next, man, this is like a kind of like a small auditorium. It seats about 400 people. We have like the movie theater seats and stuff. And then right here we have the stage. And we have like the TV screens on both sides, and there's a giant TV screen in the back of the stage there. And we have like a drama program or a drama club, and this is where they do all their performances, and then the parents will come and, you know, and sit here and watch the performances and stuff. We do all the practicing of the performances here in the auditorium. So yeah, and sometimes we have like parent-teacher meetings and stuff like that, right? And they also will be held here. We have this podium for the speakers and stuff up there. So have plenty of space here to hold the parent-teacher meetings. Okay, we're outside now, and then you know, out here we have like lots of these little spaces all over the school. Actually, it's just like you know, we have these little courtyards. You know, have places you can go for a walk around the school, and we have these little benches and just like random places around. So after classes, kids can kind of come out here and just hang out and relax with their friends and stuff like that. And we have several of these spaces all over actually. So I'll show you some more of that later. Let's actually, here, just take a walk with me, man. We'll go over here. This over here is just some residential area outside of the school. Let's go have a look. So if you look here, see we have it's like a little board with some of the stuff from our school and some numbers about different amounts of students and teachers and stuff. I'm not going to explain all that to you guys. Okay, this right here, out here is kind of the main courtyard. Sorry, it's noisy, man. We have an area out here for students to sit and relax, and lots of grass areas and benches and stuff. And then we have some parking for all the teachers in the park here. All right, guys, so now we're here in the library. So it's not full yet, so we still got books on the way, but you can see we have, you know, lots of bookshelves, mostly full. And we have some like tables for kids to study and do their homework and stuff like that. And then, you know, if you look over here, again, we have like some area where like the kids can sit down and just chill, relax, and read. We got some little homework stations so they can study and do their homework. Then if we come over here, on the other side of the library, like we have these here, like these areas where the kids can actually plug in their laptops and computers and stuff. And then when you come to this side of the library, again, just more study areas. People can just kind of hang out, relax, and you know, grab a book. They have a long lunch break. Actually, they have like 2.5 hours lunch. So this is kind of a good place for them to hang out and get some studying or reading or something like that done. Then we have like this little robot here. He like helps you find books that you want. But yeah, it's pretty cool, man. We got a nice library. So right now we're gonna go have a look at the stadium, or we'll call it the stadium. It's the sports gym. Let's go have a look, man. So when you come over here, right, we have the gymnasium. You see we have like the basketball court, full basketball court. In the distance back there, you see that we have the giant rock climbing wall. It's got different degrees of difficulty. So we have different levels of, like on the left there, it's more difficult to climb. The center is the easiest. And we have like the big speakers and stuff everywhere, and the giant TV screen for like sports highlights and scores and stuff like that. And then if you look up top here, this isn't finished yet, but over there we have a gym, like a fitness gym. I'll take you guys up and show you. And then over here, it's kind of just like a balcony area so where you can stand up there and look out over the sports. And the room up there is going to be turned into a shower room. So when you finish your workout, you know, you have a place to take a shower and stuff. I'll take you guys up there and show you. All right, so here we are. We're at the gym now. You can have this little thing here. You can scan your face and lets you in. So when you come in the gym, you turn the lights on. So we have a few pieces of equipment here. We got the power cage, so you can do lots of strength exercises and, you know, squats and deadlifts and all that good stuff. Then we have the elliptical treadmill. We got a row machine. We got bench press. We got the cable crossover machine. Lots of dumbbells. You know, adjustable benches. So we have a little bit of everything. And there's the gym I was telling you guys about. We were just down there. See the rock climbing wall back there in the distance. So, yeah, man, that's our gym. Not bad. It's okay for us, you know, employees to get some fitness in at lunchtime and stuff like that, and also train the students. So let's go see some more stuff. All right, so here we go. Next, I'm going to show you guys the dormitory. We'll have a look here first, so you can see outside. This is the main campus there in front of us. We were just over there. Then we have the grassy little courtyard here where kids can hang out.
So now we're gonna go check out the dormitory, and I'll see if I can get in there and show you guys what it's like to live at school if you're a student. This dormitory is 15 floors high, so it's quite a tall building. But we have a lot of students, so let's see. If you can see here, see all the doors. They have a window. This is for the teachers who they stay and watch the students at night. So here's a dormitory room example. You can see here, you can come inside. We have 8 beds, right? They sleep on, can you turn the lights on? So they have bunk beds they actually sleep on, and then they all have their own cabinet to store their, their books and homework and stuff. They don't have clothes, because home clothes. They only have their school uniform, so don't need a place for that. It's just mainly for their homework books. So you can see the beds. They have the bunk beds, and they have the steps so they can access either side. So we have 8 beds in one room. And then if you look over here, then they have just a place for them to brush their teeth and stuff like that every night before they sleep. And then over here, they've got 3 bathrooms and 3 showers. So it's quite convenient for them. They don't have to wait for a long time. 3 people can at once, take a shower and get ready. Then over here we have the screens and the safety bars, so students can't actually go outside and access the balcony or fall out and get injured or something. So they don't have to worry about that. That's all safe and secure. So yeah, it's not bad. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be bad to be 12, 13 years old and living in a room with your classmates and friends. It's not a bad deal, I guess. Let's go out and see some more stuff. All right, so now we can see here, this is also part of the dormitory. They have again, the safety rails and everything here, so kids can't fall out and get injured or anything. And this is our school, just the parking lot where the teachers park their cars. And then up there is actually a train track, a fast train, goes to another city. So let's go over here and have a look at the sports field. Go here and show you guys. We're only on the 2nd floor now, so we're not very high up, but as you can see, we have the running track here and a soccer field. In the background over there, there's about 4 basketball courts. Then we have tennis courts, and we have a kids tennis court over there, and then a podium where we do afternoon announcements and sports awards and things like that. All right, so here we are, we're back outside. And again, like I mentioned, this is the main road where you can come in for the teachers, right? This is inside of the school campus. It's not open for public. This is the road for the teachers to come in and out of the school. And then we're out here at the sports field now. Again, like I said, we have, the running track is 200 meters. Then we have the tennis courts. I showed you guys that stuff already. If you look over here, we have this big building here, and like I mentioned earlier, this is where they do the awards for the sports and the announcements for the sports and things like that. And actually, every Monday, it happens all across China, not just at our school. Every Monday, all the students, the whole school, will come out here to the sports field, and they'll actually line up in rows, and there'll be some announcements held up there. And they have a flag raising ceremony. They raise the flags and sing the national anthem, and then talk about what's going to happen for the week, or what happened the previous week. They just basically give out some news every Monday morning. So that's all across China. We do that out here. If you look over here in the background, see these big tall houses here. These are all just residential buildings. They're houses, and most of these houses actually house the people who send their kids to school here. Also, this the same developer, the property developer who developed these houses and stuff, also is the developer of our school. So you can see here, that's the dormitory where the students live. Over here, we have the sports stadium and the cafeteria. So let's go over here and have a look, man. I'll take you guys to check it out. There's no food right now because it's not lunchtime, but they have a buffet style cafeteria. So you just kind of go in and choose what you want, eat what you want. They usually have lots of options, So we'll go have a look at that. I'll take you guys in this one. This one's not open yet, but actually this cafeteria will be for the teachers. And for some of the high school students, I believe, but mostly teachers. So you see here they have like the buffet window. Then we have all the seating for the teachers, and we have some seating back there too. And then there's like a dishwashing area and all that stuff back there. This is just a small cafeteria, mostly for the staff. Right now we don't have many. Right now there's only about 50 of us. Since it's a new school, we don't have many staff around. About 53 people right now so far. If we go over here, we'll see the students' cafeteria. This is where the students will eat every day. We have the lunch with the staff, and they're having their lunch early. If we look here, see, we can see all the cafeteria and stuff. So this, I don't want to go in there and bother those guys. They need a break. They work hard. So anyway, that's where the students will eat lunch. The same thing as the other side I showed you. They just go over there and have like a buffet style lunch. So let's go see some other stuff, man. Here we are at just a regular classroom, right? We have the big bulletin boards in the back. Each class in our school, we have 28 to 32 students, which is small compared to China. Most schools in China, they have 50 to 60 students in one class. So our school is a little bit special. We have less students. You see up there, we have like the TV. It's like a TV. It's like a whiteboard, a digital whiteboard, touchscreen TV. And then on this side, it's like a magnetic chalkboard. You can write on it with chalk or marker or anything. You can even write on the TV screen and erase it. So that's pretty cool. Then in the back right there, we have a desk for a teacher. There's a teacher here, and they're not in front of the class. They can obviously keep their things back there and have a place to keep their stuff. So, and then we have these cabinets here for all the students. When they come in the classroom, they can put their other books or whatever in the cabinets. They'll have their own cabinet and own space. So yeah, let's go see some more, man. Oh yeah, another thing I want to show you guys. If you look here, all the classrooms, they have this little TV outside, right? And it's actually a touch screen, and whenever the students arrive to the class, they come here and they check in. They can actually do the attendance here themselves. They come and check in on the board. Like they can find their name and clock in for the class to show that they've been in class, which eliminates the teacher having to take attendance. So it's quite good. The teacher can actually access this and look and see who was there today, who wasn't there today. So that's pretty cool. Now we're gonna go over here and have a look. This is our technology research room, basically the STEAM classroom, where we have the science lessons, like technology and engineering lessons. So it's kind of a little bit more relaxed atmosphere. Let me get the lights on. So, they sit in groups. They do lots of group works. We do engineering and stuff like that, and like robotics and stuff. You can see here we got some robots here. They actually learn how to build robots and program robots. And then we also have here, is it on? Oh, it's on, look at this. So we have the 3D printer, which is actually in action right now. It's printing something. So they actually learn how to do this. We print lots of weird stuff. You can see this little statues and stuff. Somebody made an okay. We got I don't know what he is, some kind of little ninja guy or something. Look at this, we got like a little elf guy, which you can make all kind of stuff with these, man. So we have a couple of them. These things aren't cheap either. So you look over here, again, there's another 3D printer. Then we have some more engineering stuff where they actually build these robots, like build these cars, like a track vehicle. They program them where they can actually move on their own. And we have so many different things. We have robots in these cars, like fans, everything, man. Lots of different cool things that they can build here. Then we have the glass wall where you can actually, write out equations and all this other stuff. It's pretty cool. So this is our typical STEAM classrooms. The STEAM classrooms are pretty much all like this. So this is just a typical teacher's office. We have all the spaces here for the teachers where they plan and prepare their work. And then they have lots of space to keep their own personal things. We'll talk about that later, about the teachers' row. So you're probably wondering, well, why do they have a different office? So we'll talk about that in a little bit. I'll show you guys. So here we are again. We're on a different level now. We're on the 3rd floor. And if you look over here, we're on top of the library. But if you look over here, we have like a little outside courtyard space, again, with some places to hang out, So after class, kids can come out here and just chill, relax, and get away for a little bit. They have a little bit of free time after every class. Let's go down here. I'll show you guys some more things. See, again, another classroom, same setup. They're all laid out the same. All right, check it out. We're gonna go into some of the specialty classrooms now. So in this classroom, as you can see, it's a ballet room. We actually have ballet and yoga classes. So they have the big mirror, we have the rails, and then again the floor. Then we have the place for the shoes, because when they do ballet, they change shoes and wear the slippers and stuff. So they have all the all the boxes for the shoes. So yeah, we have a ballet room. It's gonna get noisy. We're gonna go outside, see some more stuff. Let's go see. Again, see, we're up here on top now. We're on the 3rd floor. Over there across from me, those are primary school classrooms. Over here are specialty classrooms. Like right here, we have a music class. So they have the thing for the choir. We have a choir, and they do performances and stuff. Then we have the the board, so they can actually look there. This is kind of like KTV, right? They can see the words on the screen, and they can stand here to sing and practice their choir. Then they also have the seats where they can sit closer to study music. So pretty cool here. See, it's got the soundproofing on the ceiling. Let's go have a look somewhere else. Here we go. Over here, this is an art classroom where they actually do drawing. So they have again the whiteboard, and they have the drawing tables where they can just sit down and basically draw pictures. They have lots of different ways of drawing with charcoal and all this other stuff. Let's look over here. What do we got here? So here we got the calligraphy room. So this is where they do Chinese calligraphy. If you're not familiar with calligraphy, we have all the sinks here. They actually use the paintbrush and learn how to write the Chinese characters with the paintbrush. So in here we got the kind of traditional Chinese furniture feel. We have all the wood furniture, which is part of Chinese culture. So they keep all the supplies and stuff there, and they actually learn how to basically paint Chinese characters, write Chinese with a paintbrush. So it's a pretty cool class for them to do. And then over here, again, we have another art room, but this time it's a little different. This one we have the easels and stuff, so they actually can stand up and do still pictures. They might have some stuff on the board, or actually have real objects in the class that they will use the easels to paint and draw pictures on. I think this class is primarily painting more than drawing. If you look here, and then we have the sinks and stuff to clean all your supplies up when you're finished and all that stuff. Let's go have a look at one more, and then we'll call it quits for today for the tour. Let me go down here and show you. All right, so here we are in the school. This isn't the school's kitchen for the staff. This is for the cooking class. We have a cooking class. As you can see, we have all the different tables here, the benches where they can do their cutting and all this and that. And we have the sinks for them to wash the food or wash their hands and things like that. And then when you look over here, this is obviously for the teacher, right? The teacher does the cooking classes here. We have the ovens, we have the big workbench, we have the refrigerator, lots of cabinets and stuff, the sink. We have the trash bins. We have lots of plug-ins here for appliances, for blenders and all this other stuff. So they actually have a cooking class here on a regular basis. And actually, I think we're going to start doing some live streaming of cooking. As you can see in the background here, we actually film videos here quite often. We have the cool little background with all the chopping boards and stuff. And so actually have a cooking TV channel that we're going to start running. So yeah. So that's our kitchen. Lastly, I'll show you guys this. This is the piano room. We call it the piano room, but we have more than one piano. All this here is all soundproof, so the sound doesn't actually get out. If you look in here, see we have another piano. Again, soundproof room. And you come over here, again, we have so many rooms. Every room has its own piano. Every room is soundproof, so the sounds don't, interfere with anything. And then, again, see we have the pianos everywhere. Every room has its air conditioner. So yeah, man, we have a nice little soundproof music room, and we also use this as a recording studio. So when we need to record anything, we can actually go in here. It's soundproof, and we can record stuff like daily news or things like that. And actually, I like to do music myself, and I come in here in this soundproof booth and actually record my own music to get better sound quality. So yeah, it's pretty cool, man. So we have piano teachers, piano lessons for the kids. So yeah, that's about it, man. That's probably going to conclude our tour. So let's talk some more about the education here. All right, so now that the tour is over, man, I'm sweating. It's so hot. If you guys don't know, I'm in the most southern part of China, and it's hot and humid year round. We only have 2 months of winter, which really it's not winter. It's the winter here is more like I would say spring. It doesn't get very cold here. So anyway, man, it's hot. So let's talk really quick about some of the things I can tell you about the Chinese education, or about education in general in China, and maybe you guys can figure out the differences yourself. I can't speak too much on the current American education system. But anyway, like here in China, man, like I mentioned, our school, we have about 28 to 32 students. But in general, most schools, you can expect anywhere from 40 to 60 students in one class. So it's quite a big difference when you have that many students and still only one teacher, right? So it's kind of a huge difference. Here, across China, it's all across China, all the classes are 40 minutes long, right? You have 40-minute classes, so they have 40 minutes, and then they'll have a 5 or 10-minute break in between each class. And another thing here too is because the number of students is so huge. Like, schools have 8 or 10,000 students. Some have 20,000. I mean, it's crazy, the number of students in these schools. So, they can't kind of rotate based on their abilities. Like if you're good at math, you don't go to the good math class, right? It goes as a whole of your class. Like there might be 32 students in the class, and those 32 students are in the same class like for the whole year, right? So they all take the same math, they all take the same English, they all take the same science. No matter how good or how bad they are in those subjects, they still stay with the same group of kids. So it's not staggered based on their ability. So, if the kid is really great at math, and his overall class is kind of not great at math, then he'll just be really good in that math class because he'll be better than the other students. He won't actually go to a different class that's catered to his abilities. So we don't quite do that here. Just can't. It's impossible because the number of teachers you would need to accomplish that it's not feasible. When you have 8 or 10,000 students in a school, can you imagine the number of teachers you would need in order to have these classes where they're staggered by abilities and stuff, and the chaos it would be trying to arrange that many students? It's just, it's not really possible. So that's one of the downfalls of the education system in China. Now, it's not a bad system overall. Again, private education is basically free, but the free schools, they're overpacked. Like, you have 60 kids in a class. And so like our school is a private school and people pay really good money. Actually, this school is the most expensive school in the city, which I know you say, oh, in the city it's not a big deal, but and you're talking about a city that has 500 or 600 schools, and we're the top school in the entire city. So, it's quite expensive. The private education system here is very expensive. Some depends on what city you're in, but some schools, man, you'll pay upwards of $4,000-5,000 US a month just to go to school. So you're talking big money for a year of school, and you pay that year over year. And if you have multiple kids, can you imagine the price you would pay for education here? So it's definitely expensive if you want a really good education. Also, as far as the classrooms go, like I mentioned earlier, you've seen the offices where the teachers are. What happens is every teacher, right, they don't have their own classroom. The teacher has the office, and then when the teacher is scheduled to teach a class, the teacher will actually go to the classroom
and teach the class for 40 minutes. Then the teacher will leave and go back to their office. And then the next teacher will come into that same classroom and teach the class. Students don't leave, right? The students will be in the same classroom all year long. It's just the teacher comes and goes, not the students. Because there's fewer teachers, it's easier for teachers to come and go as opposed to thousands of students moving around all at one time. So kind of keeps the traffic down in the school that way. And that's typical across all of China. What else can I tell you guys, man? I don't know what you guys want to know, what you guys don't know or would like to know. So how about this? We're gonna stop the video here today, man. I appreciate you watching. But if you have any comments or questions, anything you're curious about when it comes to education in China, leave your comment below and I'll get back to you. I'll answer your question or I'll make a video to answer your question. So thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. I hope you found this at least interesting to have a look around the Chinese school. And see you guys on the next one.